Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you. With your weekend update, we got hot fixes, we got some other things, Disney Plus and life that's been going on, a couple of Q&As. Hey, let's get right into this, right? Dr. Fox back here with you with your weekend update. I am so happy to be back for the weekend. I'll tell you, it's been a exhausting week around here. There's not a ton of stuff going on, but there's definitely a quick little list that I wanted to go down through quickly. If we jump right on into retail WoW, it seems when they're looking at the PTR, some of the changes coming. We've got all else, that eye glow change now, and by the way, and including Death Knights. Now, of course, PTR is not final, so they took down some of the eye glow. A better look at that would be if hazelnuttygames covers that really well in one of her little weekend things that's going on as well. Also another hot fix, Karax Revenge over there in the Alteric Valley Battlegrounds as well for that 15th anniversary. They tweaked a few things, let me put it that way. Not as much having to go into the mining. They upped the time walking coins you can get for certain items and things like that. So let's jump on in. WoW Retail 15th anniversary, good news, that has been extended to January 7th. So and I know for some will go, well, that Dr. Fox, that's old news. No, yes, it is, but what I mean is, no, I didn't have an opportunity to talk too much about that. And I know in one of my other updates, I said when I have an exact and more set date, then I will mention that as well in the last couple of updates as well. With the time walking, that is up this week. I am so ecstatic to announce that I got my iron board, brown Wrath Charger. It flies in the air. Yes, it flies. Oh, it's gorgeous. It literally sits there and just gallops into the air. It is absolutely gorgeous. That's my first one, and I think you'll slowly start hearing over the next about every 3-ish or so weeks, approximate, not exact, 3 to 4 weeks, you will hear as each time walking starts to come back around again. And I'm just about ready to get each of my time walkings. I had plugged away doing that neat little trick where well, not really a trick, but each one would come up, and I would run about 6 to 8 characters. I have more alts than that, and we'll get into that in a moment. But I would usually run about 6 to 8 of them during time walking. I would just run it the first time to get to 500, and then that was pretty much it. And I didn't really grind too much. Now the anniversary has helped get that little extra I needed, so I didn't have to make the grind on my main character as well to help her get that mount. So we'll slowly be seeing those come in. And now with that mentioned real quick, let's kind of get in here to retail. You'll see that there's my main. You'll see a lot of them are actually down in Tanaris right now. I've been giving them, by the way, you can get that daily question more than once, and come to find out you can actually do the originals more than once. And there's a 4th original, not just 3. So I guess they rotate between 3 of the 4 is what I found out from one of my guildies. So that's a quick shout out and a thank you to the guildie for finding that out. I really appreciate that. And something very, very exciting I'd like to announce. Yeah, you probably just noticed that I have now been able to get, at least this is on my horde side now. I am all the way down. I have been leveling my Pandarian here on the horde side. You can see they're all here. There's a couple here I'm going to save for a couple of level boosts coming up. Now, obviously, I'm not going to use level boosts on on my allied races, because I want to be able to get these allied races heritage armor that comes with them when you unlock them. But I literally have 2 Zandalarians, and I only need to do 1, and the other will get the... So I think we're going to use a boost for that one, and then this is my final Paladin Tauren as well there, you can kind of see. But I've been plugging away at her, and I got something kind of really exciting here. Let's jump on back over to my other server, and I'd like to show you really quick. I'm so excited. So here's my main that I use very, very much. That's the one I use the most. And my monk, hunter, the warrior. It's a dark, by the way, that's the dark iron dwarf hunter. As my dog, she's still holding on to that helmet. When I've been running her in time walking, and just for giggles, I put that icon down into the right below in the action bars. And whenever I have an opportunity, like I don't overdo it. I maybe wait till like the final boss, or maybe when we start or something, and I'll throw out a good old headless horseman laugh. It's a lot of fun. I try to have fun with this a little bit. And there you can see, plugging away. Look at this. Look at this. You'll see what I'm leading up to in just mere moments as I click down near the bottom. Yep, I have officially all the alliance ones I want to do until the new allied race goes live in 8.3. I am prepared and ready for that new allied race. I have everything unlocked that I need for that allied race, at least until we do the quest opening and all that fun stuff when that officially launches. So as you can see here, I am finally excited that even those extra paladins here, I have these extra paladins for a few different reasons. One is so I can unlock, that's just me being a completist within reason, of wanting those other paladin. Yeah, here you go. She made a little yawn there on screen. The paladins that unlock the paladin mounts. So I wanted to share that with you. I was finally excited. I just had to sit back for a minute last night when my guildie was on, and I was just like admiring to finally finish that long grind, and then it's gonna be pushed back to level 50 and have to grind 10 more Shadowlands, but I'm not talking about that. Anyway, I wanted to share that with everybody real quick. Take a moment, slow down, add a few extra minutes to our update, and just kind of share that before we got back into all the other info. Of course, Disney Plus Live went completely live this week. I had some little hiccups there the first day or two, but it's very common, just like any game that launches, when it has over amount of server use and other kinds of things. And yes, we know, Dr. Fox, yes, there are pros and cons and other things that they can put into place and implement, especially a large company like Disney, you would expect. But things happen. Okay, and I gave it a couple of days before I logged in, and I was very excited about what I found. There was a lot of great shows, and I've already been enjoying The Mandalorian. I'm definitely getting into that. Some good surprises, fun stuff. No spoilers here, no worries. We won't get into that. I was able to get some food last week on Vets Day. I hope everybody had a good Vets Day last week. It was definitely a busy day out there. I was gone. It turns into let me just say, a real life adventure. Real life adventure. That's a reference to Teen Titans Go. Pokemon Sword launched. I got 12 quick balls. I'm so excited. Those that know my Instagram over there, they'll see that I had begun my Pokemon journey. I'm bumming I was trying to stream it, and because I don't have money, I was going to try to upgrade my computer around Black Friday when it's one of the better deals. I know there'll be other deals that come up throughout the year, but that shifts gears because we have been busy bees here, plugging away at tidying up some of the things around the house, and I was able to get down that horrible large hive out back the other day. And one of the biggest exciting news is I finally have at least a minimum of cold running water in this house, or at least in the kitchen. No drain yet, and no drains in the bathroom, no toilet fully hooked up, but there is a toilet sitting in there. It just needs to be hooked up to the cold, and the drain still has to go, and the shower unit is in there, but it has to, again, also be hooked up to the drain and get hot and cold. Now, the great news about that is I was able to get finally the hot and cold on demand, or I should say the hot water heater on demand unit finally mounted up onto the wall. Now, I still got to plug a vent outside, but for now, I have it officially mounted, leveled, and everything. It took me a good little while yesterday. I definitely like to be able to do a little work around the house on Saturdays, and it felt good to tidy up some things and all that good stuff. Some other quick thing on the side while we were talking about Pokemon Sword on, or now there's Sword and Shield. I just decided to go with Sword for a few different reasons. I like the color blue. I'm not a fan of red. I know there's other reasons, and there's certain Pokemon in each one, and certain types of variants and all that, but I just decided not to. But with that said, the SNES Online, I know this will sound like old news for some that may have already known this. Just a quick update for those that didn't. A little fun fact here, the SNES Online, they said that there's not going to be like the NES had this past year. You're not going to get like 3 new games or 2 new games and like a bonus level type setup of a prior game throughout each month. Now, there's going to be no set schedule. Now, there are supposedly some more games coming to the SNES Online on the Nintendo Switch, but no set schedule for it. So just a quick little clarification on that as well. And I don't know if any of you folks watch any of the new Turtles as well. It was definitely episode for Endgame last night. It was definitely really good. I enjoyed it on Nicktoons. If it's already premiered on regular Nickelodeon, I didn't know. I only have Nicktoons. I don't have Nickelodeon. I have to wait if it takes another week or so to come over there. But it's on Saturday nights at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time here on Nicktoons in America. And that's where I tend to catch it. And there's, oh my gosh. Okay, well, let me just say, I'm like being a voice chica over here. I am a huge fan of not only the director, because he's done so many things. He started out his career as a singer and then did voice a lot like myself. I studied psychiatry too, but that's in a whole other avenue as well. A lot of other things I've done. They've called me the Jane of many traits. But with that said, let me just say, no spoilers, but if you enjoyed, like I did, the CGI Turtles, the voice actor who did Splinter pops up as a Hamato Yoshi clan spirit. And it's kind of like he guides the new Splinter, and I just thought that was brilliant. And the other best part was we got to hear my two of my many of my top favorite voice actors, Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, and they popped up for a moment in last night's episode. I was so excited. Anyway, I had to share that excitement with you all, and it'd just be so exciting. I wish, before we lost them, or even the late great, we miss you, Mel Blanc, to have been able to work with some of those as well. And I got to listen to an enjoyable little interview with some of them the other day, and it was very, very cool. All right, let's shift gears. Let's see. Oh, I think pretty much for this week we're going to wrap it up with the Q&A. And Dr. Fox, any big announcements you're looking forward to coming in Shadowlands? Well, there's a lot of things that they've covered already that are coming. I'm just... I kind of am, but I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of people are like, all right, look, I'm ready. Let's move on from BFA and get behind all this, right? I understand that. I do want something. I'm not going to complain if, let's say, for example, the mission table disappears or some variant of that. Maybe something like that will come later, but to kind of move away from it would be kind of nice in some aspects. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm hoping maybe we'll have to kind of see how this goes. I'm hoping that the grind will be a little bit more enjoyable instead of me going, okay, I got to grind to 60 in Classic. Oh, wait, okay, now I jump to Lynch, and I do that till 80. Now I jump to Pandaria from 80 to 90. Or I should say, actually, I can go to the Lynch at level 59. But then back up to where I was, and then I'll do Lynch until 80, and then Pandaria. And it'll just be kind of nice when this one thing that I really am looking forward to in Shadowlands is allowing me, as soon as my characters hit level 10, or because I've already got all these, as you can see here, I already have all these set to 50. They're all going to be at 50. Let me put it that way. 120 is going to turn into 50. But at least what I'm excited about the most is I'll be able to choose right at level 10 where I want to go. So if I want to do a little bit of this one, a little bit of that one, I don't have to go, oh, I got to grind until I get to this level or to that level. That's probably one of the biggest features I'm looking forward to, especially when it comes to leveling the characters anyway. And it'll be kind of nice, but at the same time, like, I just got all these to 120. I got to do another 10, but it's common. I don't want it to sound like I'm... it's very common. Pretty much every new expansion comes with a little bit of leveling. Of course, we've got new content. Of course, I did like Pandaria there. We only had to, if I remember right, we only had to like level five levels. But anyway, I'm not complaining here. Okay, I'm excited that the levels will be squished in half. I can't. I know. Okay, blasphemy, but I would kind of like them to be a little bit higher level because Classic stops at 60. Maybe like another 5-10 levels or something on top of that. And I get that. And they're like, no. But I mean, our characters should be able to stay up there and then only have to grind just that last little bit for Shadowlands. Anyway, that's a little bit of the idea. I could go on and on about that. And let's see. Any kind of customization I'm looking forward to in Shadowlands. Well, as you know, this is my main. This is my Night Elf. So we'll have to kind of see. There's a lot of different variants. And then some of my others. This used to be my backup, my good old Panda Girl. But I still love my little old gnome Chica. So we'll have to kind of see. I mean, I am excited at least. We're getting some of the heritage armors coming for some of the allied races, of course. And you can kind of see some of these coming through. Like, you know, I'm excited to do... Oh, that's the other thing. When 8.3 drops, I'm excited to do the heritage armor for my beautiful new Worgen here. So I'm excited that she's going to get that. I'm also excited to be doing it on the goblin side as well over here to continue those fun-filled heritage armors. You can see here, I've got the Blood Elf heritage armor. And then the gorgeous... Look at those gorgeous feathers just moving around there. That's the gorgeous heritage armor for the Tauren. So I'm looking forward to some new heritage armor for the good old goblins here. Definitely. So we'll have to kind of see. But that's going to be my schedule for a bit. I've got a little more grinding to do on a few more. Like I said, I don't have to do, thankfully, these last two. I just really got 1, 2, 3, 4... And I'm excited now. At this point, it's finally just the final 4 allied races on the Horde side that I got to level after I finish up CU. So as you can see, I tried to stick to like... I had these set up for like... Well, I kind of did. I had them sort of laid out that way. But I did sort of classic characters. I know she came in Legion. I know that, okay? She just became my main. So I moved... It was okay. So I moved my main up there first. Then I start to be like BC, Wrath, you know, there's a few classic characters in here, and then there was Kata that I finished, and then I did Mop character, sort of in a sense allied race in this case. I know technically, but okay, it's just the way I'm wording it, all right? And then I finally get to do all the allied races, like from Legion, as we moved in, and then finally be all caught up to that one. And then I just have a couple of level bounces bonuses I'll get. So, and then I don't know, I hope I can get over to Classic and maybe finally get one to 60, but I hate to officially announce that because I try not to announce something I know I may or may not get to. I know I'd like to, let me put it that way. So we'll have to see. I'm also trying to play the new Pokemon Sword as well. I'm bumming that I can't stream that right now. We'll have to kind of see how that lays out. Anyway, let's kind of wrap this up, and I hope you all get to have another week ahead. Once again, this is Dr. Fox. Don't forget to take 2 weekend updates. Mora's over there. She's taking a nap. She's cleaning. She's my co-host along with you. Sorry our cameras are giving us issue. Like I said, I just can't afford to get any kind of upgrades or edit my videos really nicely until probably sometime in 2020. I got to be honest, because right now top priority is I need to function in this house. We had to make sure we got electric so I can actually broadcast to you folks at least once a week right now, for now, and be able to continue to work on some of these other factors involved as well. And then, of course, priority number 2, part 2, in this case, kind of like Pathfinder part 1, part 2. The top priority part 2 is plumbing. I gotta be able to clean myself up and function. I'm getting kind of tired of putting cold water on washcloths and doing it I feel like I'm still in the 18th century here, moving into early 1900s as soon as, at least we kind of did with some running water for the faucet. So I'm grateful for that. But it's cold water, moving into the chilly weather, and that frigid water is just very cold. But I'm grateful. I'm making little baby steps. The plumbers are going to be coming back soon. I don't have an exact date yet. I will be excited when I do, and I'll be able to let you all know about that. And trust me, it's going to be a huge day in this house when that finally happens. So with that said, let's wrap things up here, and I'm going to talk to you later. All right, see you later.